Hi, my name is Jamie Barsky. I'm a clinical psychologist and the clinical lead of Anonymind, a clinical platform helping people with gambling addiction. Today's video I'll be talking all about how isolating and lonely the journey of recovery can be for people who have struggled with gambling addiction. When people give up gambling, they can often be losing what was a really important part of their life. Often people have built up relationships and connections with people within a gambling world or the gambling environment. So leaving that behind can often feel like a scary and isolating decision to make. On the other hand, people that have had difficulties with online gambling can find that they've ended up in a very lonely and isolating place because so much of their life and their experience has been spent online, not connecting with other human beings in the real world. Giving up gambling can open up a sense of loneliness and isolation. So an important part of recovery is often thinking about how you can reconnect with people around you, how you can build up meaningful and fulfilling relationships with people. Some of the most common ways for ex-gamblers to connect with people soon into their journey of recovery is through the ex-gambling communities. Clients of mine have spoke very highly of connecting with other people recovering from gambling addiction through the Gambling Anonymous groups that often take place in their local areas. Similarly, people who are part of online recovery groups, such as through social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram, can find that they gain so much encouragement and a sense of belonging and connection through their online relationships. Discussing their process of recovery and getting ideas on how to keep that going can be a really powerful part of their journey. I also encourage people to think about how they can invest more time and energy into other interests that they have. Often people with gambling problems do have other things in their life that they have enjoyed in the past and been part of, but have maybe lost sight of as gambling has started to take hold. Thinking about those things and finding ways of reconnecting with communities of people with similar interests to you outside of those gambling environments can be another way to feel more connected and to feel more fulfilled in a life away from gambling. If you feel that you can work on those things independently, then that's fantastic, and I'd encourage you to really give that some time and thought, because I suspect that will be a really important part of your long-term recovery. If you think that making those connections is too difficult, then I'd encourage you to reach out to one of our clinicians. One of our psychologists or therapists will be able to help you think about how you start to connect within relationships away from the gambling world. Speaking to a psychologist about how you connect with people can help in a few different ways. One way is to help you manage the anxiety that can be triggered when you start to think about starting new relationships and going into new environments. For some people, anxiety can be a real block to achieving those things. So having help from a professional who can support you in managing and reducing anxiety could be really useful for that. Secondly, a psychologist can be really helpful in supporting you to develop communication skills that can help you to connect with people and build up new relationships. And finally, a psychologist might help you to reflect on and clarify your own values. Values are the things that guide us in our decision making and can perhaps be helpful for clarifying in order to think about what direction you want to take in life away from gambling that will help you connect to new relationships away from that environment. So I hope this video has been helpful in supporting you to think about how you connect in relationships away from the world of gambling, and to think about how that may be a really important part of your ongoing journey through recovery. Thanks for watching.